Hi, my name is Teresa Diller, and this is my mind map about what I feel is important about me as a literate person and how that affects me as an educator. I chose the image in the center to represent how important literacy is to a person's growth, learning, and knowledge. No matter which direction you go in life, literacy is essential in being successful and in being a lifelong learner. If you follow the orange branch, you will see how literacy is important to me personally. I am an avid reader. It is one of my most enjoyed hobbies. I read mostly fiction for enjoyment, nonfiction in order to become a better professional, and children's books to use with my students, include in my classroom library, or to match students to texts. I did not always read as much as I do now. In high school, I was introduced to a book called One Child, and it made me see how enjoyable reading can be. I think for many people, they need to find the book that does that for them, and that is something I try to help my students do. If you move to the purple branch, you will see some of the theories that I use to inform my instruction. Rosenblatt's transactional reader's response theory explains that a reader creates their own meaning of a text through a transaction with the text. Each reader has a different transaction with a text based on personal experiences. The sociolinguistic theory places emphasis on social experiences and how they affect language and literacy, and that learning results from interacting with others. If you look at the green branch, you will see how my personal beliefs about literacy and theories affect literacy in my classroom. I use literature circles to facilitate discussion about texts amongst the students, where they feel free to say what meaning they made from the text. I also use read-alouds of novels, picture books, and nonfiction texts to model thinking, use strategies, and as mentor texts. In groups, I use guided reading to scaffold the learning and move students across levels, and strategy groups to help students reach their individual reading goals when they are matched to texts. I also utilize independent reading where students are given the freedom to choose what they read. They practice strategies and respond to text during this time. I use the workshop model in my classroom, which teaches whole group through a mini lesson and allows for more time for independent reading, guided reading, strategy groups, and conferences. In writing, students use the writing process to emulate what real writers do. My students write in their journals, and they are given the opportunities to write about their own personal experiences and interests.